Us, yeah, we are fighters, but we have always been pure souls. So what does a pure soul mean? This means that we care, we are empathetic toward nature, we are empathetic toward other beings. We've always been that way anciently. Black people, Latino people have never been these violent people who are unempathetic to others. That just started recently when it's been taught and putting us through the food and the poisoning. We have always been empathetic to everything because we are the creators. So every little thing, microorganisms and all, we created. We understanding that was always the most empathetic because basically everything in the universe and everything you see around you is your baby. It's your baby. Everything comes from you.
Just look at the X-Men. With all of them doing the same thing. All of them, Jean, everybody wasn't Jean. Jean was the most powerful X-Men out of them all. But everyone had mutant abilities. And that's how we have to look at ourselves.
Right.
If you didn't know, the soul on the bottom of your sneakers or shoes is keeping your soul inside of your body, inside of your vessel, disconnected from the natural healing energy from Mother Nature. It is key to take off them sneakers and put your feet in the grass, put your feet in the sand, and just let that abundant healing energy flow through your body. This is called grounding or earthing. There are so many benefits to grounding, all right? Like it's going to improve your blood circulation and your blood flow. It's a great anti-inflammatory, so it's going to get rid of the inflammation in your body. All right, my people? It's a great stress reducer, and it also is going to help reduce anxiety and depression. And it also restores electrical connection because the earth throws off negative ions, and as humans, we throw off positive ions. So it's just key to have that balanced electrical charge. Here's the demonstration photo. Some people wearing shoes disconnected from the abundant life force energy that Mother Earth is providing. Here we have some people actually with their shoes off receiving the abundant life force energy that Mother Earth is providing. There is a whole nother life force down below the grass that we do not see called the mycelium network. This mycelium network keeps everything connected. The mycelium network is so powerful that it knows when you're there. So this is why we must connect with nature and be one with nature, because a lot of us are disconnected and we don't even know the true healing powers of just standing in grass. It's that simple.
You know, there'll be no more work very soon. There'll be none of this. I'm serious. All right. So if you haven't already stocked up, if you already got your vegetables and fruit and all together, let's get all this shit together, brothers and sisters, because this thing right here is falling really fast. Okay. All right. Be prepared, brothers and sisters.
The entire religion is based off of fear. Obey me, you go to hell. Obey another God, you go to hell. You burn in eternal hellfire for the rest of your life.
Right.
Believe that you are God, you go to hell.
Right. And someone with a brain will only understand that if a religion pushes fear, that's bad, because what is fear? Fear is actually the lowest. It's the lowest.
It is at the bottom.
Yeah, it's a bottom feeder. So you got to really ask yourself, why do they push a low vibration?
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. Fear. If you are scared of something, they have control over you. It has control over you. Any belief system that brings fear onto you is controlling you to the fullest.
You see what I'm saying? Nigga, you got a spirit and a soul. So you sound goofy as fuck talking about some, I'm falling back off that spiritual community shit. I'm just do me. Right, do me. What's me? The ego. So you're right, do me. Do the ego. You right. You say you're gonna do me. Do the ego. You feel me? If you don't want to believe what somebody's saying, that's cool. But to try to make a whole video to discredit them and what they're teaching, you're not teaching us nothing. You making a video giving niggas your opinion about the next nigga that you're not even speaking intellectual facts about. So your content is based off bashing someone else. It's not based off enlightening us. It ain't like you exposing that nigga soul, they souls, or any of that type of shit. Cause ain't none of that shit gonna go on anyway. So all you can say is you don't agree with what's being said and fuck them niggas. But these niggas who you saying fuck out of modern day intellects and scholars of today that are not being crowned. Us, yeah, we are fighters, but we have always been pure souls. So what does a pure soul mean? This means that we care, we are empathetic toward nature. We are empathetic toward other beings. We've always been that way anciently. Black people, Latino people have never been these violent people who are unempathetic to others. That just started recently when it's been taught and putting us through the food and the poisoning. We have always been empathetic to everything because we are the creators. So every little thing, microorganisms and all, we created. We understanding that was always the most empathetic because basically everything in the universe and everything you see around you is your baby. It's your baby. Everything comes from you. Back home on our home planet, technology so advanced, way past here, so they have no clue. Back home, your soul can be disintegrated. It's technology for that back home on our home planet of Xylanthia, which is Sirius X, where we all come from. And energy never dies. So when it's disintegrated, it becomes compounded into just dark matter. That means you just will be a part of a vacant space and possibilities. You will no longer have your spirit soul to be the ancient one creating. You will not just be a part of whatever's created. So this is what I'm telling you. Increase your frequency. Increase the vibration.
The movie The Matrix is not science fiction. It's a documentary. Every human, and it's a fact, every human first 7 years is download a hypnosis. The brain of a child under 7 is in a lower vibrational frequency. When you put wires on a person's head, you read electroencephalograph, reading brain activity. A child below 7 has a lower vibration than consciousness. It's called theta. Theta is imagination. Oh, that's how kids play a tea party with mud pies, but to them it's a real thing. A kid rides a broom, it's a horse. That's theta, imagination. Theta is also hypnosis. And the idea is this: before you can become conscious, if you don't have any programs, what are you going to be conscious of? It's sort of like I buy a new iPod and I take it out of the box and I push play and nothing happens, and you think, oh my God, I spent all the money and the damn thing isn't working. And then some little 7-year-old kid comes up and says, well, mister, you didn't download any music. How are you going to play something? And I go, that's the same thing. It's like the brain is like the iPod. Consciousness is the screen where I can create. But if I don't have anything in the hard drive, I can't create. So nature makes the first 7 years. What kind of programs are required to live on this planet? I say, how do you get them? Theta is hypnosis. You just watch. You watch your parents, you watch your siblings, and your community, because you have to learn how many 100,000 rules. Think about it. Just to be a functional member of a family and a functional member of a community, there are rules. Teach an infant these rules. I say, oh, you don't have to. First 7 years, they observe it and just download it. And then I say, well, why is it relevant? Because this is the unfortunate fact. 95% of our life, this is a fact, comes from those programs in the subconscious. Every day, only about 5% of their life are you using conscious, which is creative. 5%.
So your life is being lived, even though you think you're living your life.
Exactly, and you don't see it because it's called subconscious, below conscious. And the Jesuits, for 400 years, they were boasting, and people didn't understand. They say, give me